Yo, Michael T. Porter here. Welcome to Rooted in Music TV, where everything that we talk about, everything that we discuss is rooted in music. I got another bomb episode for y'all. Man, if you like to support your favorite independent artist, music lovers. Cash App, $ Michael US. Don't want to go to the majors because they are rubbing their artists down with baby oil. Young Noble. Oh, man. Terrible news. He has unalived himself, and on 4th of July, so about 4 days ago, breaking news from the Outlaws. Tupac's crew, some of his crew members were family. Very heartbreaking. Major contributor to the hip-hop genre, been doing it for many years. Shout out to the late great Young Noble. Hold on, here we go. Very talented. Now we're gonna get some drum roll action and see what's going on. And how can we dive into this a little bit deeper? This is according to Billboard.com. Tupac collaborator and Outlaws rapper Young Noble dead at 47. Wow. The artist died by suicide in Atlanta on July 4th, according to friend Edie Amin. That's Young Noble right there. Like I said, part of the Outlaws crew. Outlaws rapper Young Noble has died at 47 years old, according to TMZ, whose real name is Rufus Lee Cooper III, died on Friday, July 4th in Atlanta. The musician's rep also confirmed his death to People. Billboard has reached out to Atlanta Police Department and medical examiner. Noble became close with Tupac and was the final member of the Outlaws recruited by the legendary death row rapper. Born in California and raised in New Jersey, Young Noble formed bonds with fellow Outlaw members Yaki Gaddafi and Hussein Fatal. Outlaws rapper Edie Amin posted about Noble's death on Instagram Friday. Today, I got some of the worst and unexpected news imaginable. My brother and partner for over 30 years took his life this morning, he wrote alongside a photo of the two together. Rest in power, Rufus Young Noble Cooper. Edie continued, I obviously am in no shape to talk about this right now, so please give his family and I some time to process this. Mental illness is a real battle being fought by so many. Check on your folks. There was an outpouring of love from the hip-hop community with Snoop Dogg, E40, Exhibit, Crazy Bone, and Tretch showing their support in their post comments. This is so sad to get this news, Edie. Damn, I'm speechless right now. My dude Noble, DJ Premier, wrote, let's see. Noble moved back to California and reconnected with Tupac around All Eyes on Me. He will also notch a handful of appearances on Pac's posthumous The Don Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory album, including delivering a standout verse on Hail Mary, as well as guesting on Bomb First, Life of an Outlaw, and Just Like Daddy. That was a one hellified rap album. That's when the rap was rap. That's before everything got watered down, became comical. But yeah, once again, if you guys want to check out this article, Billboard.com, would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this Rooted in Music TV commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. If anybody can find this video near the time where they are contemplating about unaliving themselves, don't do it. I want you to understand. If you are a believer, like I am, of a Christ, God, Holy Spirit, we're in spiritual warfare, folks. Mental illness is spiritual warfare. The devil wants your mind. The devil wants your heart. The devil wants your life. The devil wants everything about you. And so does God. And this is how the battle begins. This is what they call it. This is the overview of what's taking place. When you're having depressing thoughts, no matter what the cause is, if it's from sorrow of losing a loved one, financial situations, heartbreak, whatever the cause, it doesn't matter the cause, that's when the devil attacks. The devil is on your behind. Why? Because you're vulnerable. Yes, it's mental, but it's spiritual too. This is what people don't talk about. And that's why I don't like that mental illness talk, because it only focuses on the mind. And what these people like to do is just fill you up with a whole bunch of drugs. What if I told you drugs couldn't help you? The only thing that can help you is God. Understanding God and understanding that you are in a warfare, a mental warfare, a spiritual warfare, a physical warfare. It all starts with the spiritual. Who are you loyal to? Are you gonna love God when you're sad? Are you gonna love God when things ain't going right? Are you gonna love God when you're physically incapable of doing the things you used to do with your physical body? Are you gonna love God when life is so confusing? Are you gonna love God when life is frustrating? Are you gonna love God when you feel there's no way out of your circumstance? That's the battle. It's a battlefield. Where is your loyalty to God in these times? Now, I believe me personally, I believe there are people who have actual mental illness. When I say in mental illness, I'm specifically talking about um the way their brain works. Their brain doesn't work normally like other human beings. That's not, I believe, it's a mental illness when there's something in um how their brain operates, so it affects how they see the world, because they have some deficiencies in how the brain works, the cells and the muscle cells and the neurons and all that stuff. There's a distortion in there which causes them to be impulsive, or what you call it, people that have like Tourette's or schizophrenia, stuff like that. They have no control over. There's something that's wrong with their brain. Seizures, and there's a lot of like actual mental illness. Like, not when I'm saying mental illness, just well, it is, I guess I would call it mental illness, but it's something that they can visually see on an X-ray. There's an X-ray. This is how a normal brain functions, and this is how an abnormal brain is functioning. And this is what this person is seeing, right? This is what this person is seeing, and this person doesn't believe in morals. This person doesn't think the way a normal person thinks, right? So I believe there are cases, like I said, schizophrenia, bipolar, where they can actually look and diagnose, and they're taking tests, like there's something actually wrong with this person, or they some type of retardation. There's actual clinical exam. Person has gone through exams and X-rays and all these type of tests to uh, conclude with a diagnosis that there's something actually wrong with this person. That's a mental illness. Person having depressing thoughts, person having negative thoughts, that's not mental illness. That's spiritual warfare. If you have a healthy brain and you haven't been diagnosed with anything to say that your brain doesn't work normally, you're just a healthy human being from head to toe, and the doctor says nothing wrong with you, you can function, you go out into this world, you know the difference between right and wrong. Spiritual warfare. I don't know what young Noble was battling. Maybe more information will come out, maybe it won't. A lot of people like to keep this stuff discreet, but he was going through it. For you to take your own life, the devil was in his head. You have nothing to live for. Maybe he lost somebody. Oh, this is the perfect time. The devil, this person is the end all be all. No, the person that you lost is not the end all be all. God is your whole world. Oh, my whole world just shattered. That person is not your whole world. God is your whole world. That person is part of your world, or at least a big part of your world. But all glory goes to God, because there's people out there, and the reason why you can't let the devil trick you out of your position is to be faithful to God no matter what. There's people out there that's going to need to um, hear from you, from a person who's going through the same thing they're going through. They want to understand, how did you overcome depression? God can't use you if you're taking your life. God can't use you if you're always there. Nothing wrong being depressed. That's an opportunity to love God even more. That's an opportunity to get down on your knees and pray and really show that, are you a soldier in God's army? The devil loves it. That's when you're at your most vulnerable. God can't use you if you're always weak. God can't use you if you're always distracted. God can't use you if you're always frustrated. It's supposed to be like this. But if you constantly declining and declining, God never wants us to decline, to decline, to decline. Eventually, God gonna want us to pull us up so we can be a testimony. Our lives can be a testimony, and our testimony for His glory. God's gonna let you fall, but as you fall and you keep calling on God, when you're confused about life, there's twists and turns. You just lost your job, whatever you're going through. God's gonna allow this to happen only to bring you up. The devil wants you to be on this decline for a different purpose. Is to destroy you. He never wants you to get back up. You understand the difference? God allows you to go down because He wants to bring you up in His glory. So His name will be glorified for current times and forever. Your life is to be a testimony. He lets you go down to go through all this heartbreak and trials and tribulations to raise you up so your life can be a testimony. So your testimony can be uh, a major contribution to His glory. The devil lets you go down for a different purpose once again, so to destroy you. There's no hope. There's no glory. It's just darkness and doom, and that's death. That's why I say the devil came to destroy, to kill, steal, and destroy. He's only coming to destroy you. He wants you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the black hole, into the abyss, until you no longer exist. Your spirit's gone, you're physically gone, you're mentally gone. And that's why the devil's happy. Now the devil's pleased. He got what he came for, your soul, your joy. Y'all flood my comments. What do y'all think about Young Noble unaliving himself on 4th of July? Very, very sad. 250, capital G, Root to the Music TV. I'm gone.